there's one little more nuance that I want to bring out. So here's your thing again. Now, there's a really interesting thing, which is right here. There is, what's the E, what's the economics, what's the value for you is not the same thing as what's the value for the customer. Okay, for you, you got their money and you had to do some work for it. For them, it's they gave you their money and they got a benefit. The work you did and the benefit they get are really completely different things, right? So if you want to make your E bigger, you have to make the end benefit the customer gets dramatically bigger. You need to think, how do I make this offer 10 times more appealing? You know, not just put frosting on it and icing on it and make it prettier. How do I make this fundamentally different and better? Okay? And that's alchemy. Okay? How do we reinvent the client's offer so that this is just so much better? And so the better of a consultant you are, the more of a trusted advisor you are, as opposed to you are a competent marketing consultant, the more you're having conversations about, okay, but yeah, Mr. President, what do your customers really want? Okay, so I spent 3 days at the trade show just like you did. And here's what I heard. They want this, and they want this, and they want this. And you're only doing the superficial scratching of the itch right now. If you could get to the deep scratching of the itch, I think you've got a quantum leap there. Okay, and there's this little part, there's this little corner of the triangle and this little corner of the triangle. Okay, this is what the customer thinks he's going to get. This is what he actually gets. Hopefully they're like the same, or hopefully you've even over-delivered. But if you're going to make the big bucks, if you're going to make this thing really happen, you have to be operating in this end of the spectrum. Okay? This is the low-paid end of the spectrum. This is the high-paid end of the spectrum. Okay? This is production. This is alchemy. Okay? Not putting down producers. I'm just pointing out, if you know that you're not like, that you don't have the super duper creative gene, you might want to have some people in your back pocket or some mastermind partners or be in a mastermind group where there is a lot of that. Okay? That's what we do in Roundtable. I mean, it's like Fight Club, right? Everybody shows up, right, Dave? Everybody shows up with their bag of victories and problems and disappointments and puzzles, right? And everybody gets an hour, hour and a half, and they dump it all on the table. Okay, and then let the alchemy begin.